morning, everyone. Thank you for tuning in today for some chakra balancing yoga this morning. So this morning we're going to focus our practice on not only balancing our chakras, but helping to cultivate some inner peace, sense of protection, self-love, and sending that outward to this world that needs it at this time. So as you prepare for your practice, you might like to have a block handy or some cushions. You might use a yoga strap, rope tie, fish towel, something that might help you assist with getting your leg or foot if we were doing a stretch, maybe a blanket for Shavasana. So just make sure you have what you need, and always through the practice honor what you're feeling, and anytime you need to just rest, let that happen. So as we start today, I want to share with you a little reading. And this is written by Khalil Gibran. He writes, "Your daily life is your temple and your religion. Whenever you enter into it, take with you your all. Take the plow and the forge and the mallet and the lute, the things that you have fashioned in necessity or for delight. For in reverie you cannot rise above your achievements, nor fall lower than your failures. And take with you, most importantly, all men. For in adoration you cannot fly higher than their hopes, nor humble yourself lower than their despair. So take with you all men, the entire human family." And as you sit tall for a moment, I just want to share with you also the metta prayer, and metta means loving kindness or compassion. So I'd love for you just to be able to sit or rest in some way and close your eyes. And that idea of within each of us, we're taking with us all. We're taking with us everything, all of one another. Take a few deep breaths here. And the metta prayer is, may all beings be at peace. May all beings be happy. May all beings be safe. May all beings awaken to the light of their own true nature. May all beings be free. So breathe with that. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings be happy. May all beings be safe. May all beings awaken to the light of their true nature. May all beings be free. Deep breath in and sighing it out. And as you sit this morning and we start to come into these energy centers of ours and help to rebalance them, just take a moment as we cultivate connection. And this would actually be activating crown and third eye centers, or Sahasrara chakra and Ajna chakra. So crown and third eye having to do with our sense of interconnectedness, as well as our intuition, our faith, our feeling of energetic extension to one another. And we're also feeling the earth holding and supporting us from beneath. So feeling again as you exhale the heaviness of whatever part of your body is touching the earth right now, that root chakra activation as well. And as we connect here just for a moment, see yourself with a beautiful guide, a beautiful light being, whatever you believe in, one on either shoulder for yourself today. Past loved one, angel, guardian, whatever you believe in, one placing their hand on one of your shoulders, and on the opposite shoulder another placing their hand, and you feel that connection. And as you breathe, working with this metta mantra, this metta prayer today, I want you to feel that you are protected in a bubble, and you are protected from any less than positive energies. You're protected from other people's fears and projections and worries. And at the same time, you're cleansed and freed from your own. And then also feel in your immediate family that each person has a guide on either shoulder. Feel in the homes of your neighbors that each person has a guide on one of their shoulders, each shoulder having a beautiful guide with them. And just start to feel this energy moving outward, that every person standing everywhere, resting anywhere on this planet has a guide on either shoulder. Take a couple breaths. As you feel every person that you can think of or envision with a guide on either shoulder. Again, we think of those words of Khalil Gibran, who says that you take with you all men each day. For in adoration you cannot fly higher than anyone's hopes, nor humble yourself lower than anyone's despair. We take all people with us each and every day. So may all beings be peaceful in this moment. May all beings be happy. May all beings be safe. May all beings awaken to the light of their true nature. And may all beings be free. Take a breath and hold this connection as we are again starting kind of at the crown and the third eye center to one another. Hold this connection of feeling yourself inside this bubble of light, a guide on either shoulder, protected in your space. And then sensing that presence for each and every person in your immediate family, in the homes of your neighbors, and moving outward through humanity. Just have that connection as we work today. Good. So I'm going to move on back to my space, and we'll start to take this practice through our energy centers and body a little bit further. So as you are sitting tall, let your legs come out in front of you just a bit, bent legs, and just allow your feet and ankles to start to circle and connect with some deep belly breathing right now. And let's imagine that we're breathing up from the earth, from a place of safety and security. So right now my ankles are doing some nice circles, might be flexing or stretching. Whatever feels right to you, as we start to also connect to our Muladhara chakra, our root chakra, our root place, the feet, the joints, the legs, the low body. And then let yourself, eventually after you feel like you've moved out some of that cracky, poppy energy around your toes, your feet, your ankles, eventually again just let yourself sit lovely, sit tall. And plug your fingertips into the earth. So if you're able to take any fingers that will reach reach the floor, giving your arm length, and let them root down for just a moment. As you take your exhalation, close the eyes and can you try to contract the pelvic floor? I know that might sound strange. It's a root lock called Mula Bandha. It's like a Kegels exercise, so closing, contracting the root. And then inhale, soften that contraction if you like, or continue maintaining it. Exhaling, feel the contraction and either leave it there, but continue with deep belly breathing. May everyone everywhere be safe. May I be safe. Say these words to yourself. May I be safe. May I be protected. May my loved ones be safe. May my loved ones be protected. May each person's loved one be safe and protected today and always. May each person's loved one be safe and protected today and always. Deep breath. Feel the earth supporting each of us rooted. 2 more breaths here. Fingers pressing in this earth mudra, this grounding mudra. Good. Now just allow yourself to lengthen, sit up tall, spiral the spine around in a way that feels good to you. So your legs might be in front now, they might be crossed in Sukhasana, cross-legged pose. They might be any way, but any way that feels good to spiral the torso. I like to pass myself kind of around my center, leaning forward, kind of pawing the earth with my hands, or you can be holding on to your knees or fronts of your legs and just spiraling your torso, your spine. As we're starting to open up this central channel called Shushumna, the energy center's central channel that flows from our root to our crown. We're clearing it out. Now take some deep breaths as you continue to spiral and open around your back, your chest, your belly. Huge breath, sighing it out. May everyone everywhere be happy. May everyone everywhere be peaceful. May everyone everywhere be protected. May everyone everywhere be safe. May everyone everywhere awaken to the light of their own true nature. May everyone everywhere be free. Reverse your circle if that feels right, and you might also lean even further forward or side or back if that feels good in your body. Deep breath at your own pace. Slow or faster if it feels like you need to shift the tempo, the speed. Horsey lip out your jaw. We're just letting ourselves feel the safety, security of the earth, and let the earth come up into each person on the planet today and bless us all with her sense of security, strength, safety, and protection. Let Mother Earth reawaken through each of our toes and feet, our legs, our lower body. May she reach up today and awaken that sense of safety and security within us, eliminating fear and insecurity. Good, and then let yourself start to drift your body back to center. Again, sitting tall, adjusting your legs if you need to. Right into some cleansing, clearing cat-cow. I'm taking this with my legs crossed, but you can also have your legs out in front of you, holding onto the front of your shin bones or backs of your thighs, letting your knees do whatever they like, because they could open, they could stay centered, or you could be cross-legged. Inhale, heart lifts, exhale, round back. And just allow now for the presence of those guides and guardians to come back to your awareness on either side of you. So closing your eyes. When you inhale, you lift your heart and sway the back. When you exhale, you round and drop the chin. Exhale completely, rounding the back. And as you feel the connection of those guides, let's imagine this collective exhalation of whatever stands between us, whatever projected fears or worries we gather and collect from one another. I know you're all feeling it. I know even when I talk to loved ones on the phone day to day, I hear their worries, their fears, and we take them in and we take them on. And there's been a lot of noise lately. Can we exhale that noise? And it's not that we don't want to hear it, but let's just try to clear it out for just this moment. It's not that we're trying to stay asleep. We're just going to exhale anything that is keeping us from peace right now and feeling safe. Couple last breaths. However your legs are happy to be positioned, that's what you're honoring. Feel those guides breathing out with you. Can we take 3 more now? Just cleansing, clearing, and opening the central channel from root to crown. One more. And then as you inhale, lengthen up through your spine. Take a big breath and sigh. As you inhale, reach to the sky. Stretch your arms so the heart grows some wings. And as you exhale, melt the arms down and let your fingertips find the earth behind you. Open up your chest, sway your back for a few breaths. Head focusing toward the ceiling would meet the wall. If you're in a room here, breathing deep in your belly, your chest, sighing it out. If you would like a nice hip opener to start to balance, sacral chakra would be diamond legs, soles of the feet together, knees opening, groin stretching. Breathe deep. Huge breath in and out. And just let that metta prayer roll through you. Today may I be at peace. Today may I be happy. Today may I be safe and protected. Today may I awaken to the light of my own true nature. And today may I be free. One more breath. Lengthening back up. I'm going to invite you, if you like diamond legs or Baddha Konasana, the cobbler's pose, the bound angle, if you like that, I'm going to encourage you to sit in that position for the next breathing exercise. If you'd rather take any other position of your legs, honor what your body needs right now. So you might also, in cobbler's pose, take a couple blankets or cushions under the outside of your thighs for additional support. I've been working a lot with this one breath pattern from Kundalini Yoga and sharing it with a lot of folks over these videos. And I'm going to bring it back again today because it's so beneficial for lightening our load and cleansing and clearing from what isn't ours and from even what is ours. And so I'm going to ask you just for a moment, put both hands on your heart center. So push one palm in and stack the other on top, and just close your eyes, connect with breath for just a moment. And we're going to just, as we close eyes, bring our intention back to the earth energy rising up. And as we exhale, can you contract your pelvic floor for a moment or for a while and release it whenever you need to. Earth energy to bring us safety and to neutralize any feelings of insecurity, doubt, and lack of trust within ourselves and toward one another as a human family. So let yourself feel that security, that safety connection coming into each of us, our guides at either shoulder. And maybe we can put the intention out that if there is a difficulty in understanding and tolerating one another today, that we allow our guides to connect with one another, to let them forge a bridge of peace, peace between one another's higher selves, to neutralize the fear between one another. And just hold this connection. One more big breath. Neutralize the fear between one another. Please, guides, communicate from our higher self to one another's higher self. And then inhale, reach the hands up, the gesture of freedom. Metta. Exhale. Now we're going to touch our fingertips to our shoulders. We're going to take very subtle first, just gentle twists side to side to warm up our spine here. We're not cranking into the low back. This is really from the rib cage diaphragm up. Just feel what's going on in your back here. And we're going to turn it into this little light inhalation, exhalation, thinking about scrubbing, clearing, wringing out what's not ours, and letting our guides neutralize the lack of understanding and the fears between each of us today. So we're going to inhale to one corner, exhale to the other, out from your mouth, and inhale and exhale. Keep this light. We're not cranking into the back. It's like a little washing machine agitator. Now, once you have the breath, close your eyes again. Think about whatever fears and projected fears and worries you've been having to take in through what you've been watching, listening to, experiencing, and just start to allow your guides to work with you. All of our guides, each guide on each of our shoulders today, because we all carry each other every day. They're all clearing this out. They're all neutralizing. They're all communicating from higher self to higher self, linking our consciousness in those upper chakra centers. Neutralizing fear and lack of understanding. Three more. Inhale, reach the sky. Exhale, melt when you're ready. Can you fold over your open clamshell legs, the Baddha Konasana bound angle legs? Can you melt over? If your legs are done in the bound angle, bring them in parallel or any other comfortable position, even extended, and just melt over them. Breathe here, relax your neck, your face, your jaw. Horsey lip your jaw. Tell yourself, silence, harmony, and peace fill my entire being, and hear the sound of your breath. Silence, harmony, and peace fill my entire being. Silence, harmony, and peace fill my entire being. If you feel guided to roll up through your spine, just take a moment with hands in Anjali Mudra prayer position, honoring that intention again. Silence, harmony, and peace fill my entire being. Reach to the sky. As you exhale, let everything peel or melt away, peel off, peel open. I'm going to take that breathing practice once more. This time maybe you can remember, and maybe not, that's okay, but maybe we can remember which side we exhaled to and which side we inhaled to the last time. If not, you might discover it as we head into it. You might say, oh yes, I did this side, and just reverse it if you find that that's the case. Check in with your legs. Do they want to be in a different position, a wide angle now? Opening up the hamstrings maybe. Do you want to keep them in bound angle? Do you want to extend them? Ask yourself those questions as you prepare. Fingertips touching the shoulders. Inhale to one corner. Exhale to the opposite corner. Inhale to the one corner. Exhale. When you find the breath, you can intensify the speed or the amount of twist, but we want to honor our backs. Close your eyes. Remember our guides now on either shoulder of each of us. In ourself, our household, our neighbor's household, our guides are on each shoulder. Extending through humanity. Neutralizing our fears, our lack of understanding of one another as we connect higher consciousness to higher consciousness. Scrub away, neutralize the fear, the sense of boundary or separation. And let our guides again say, today may we be at peace. May we be at peace. Today may we be happy. Today may we be free from anxieties. Today may we all be safe. Today may we all awaken to the light of our own true nature. Today may we all know freedom. May we all know freedom. Three more. And inhale, lengthening up. Hold the breath as long as you need. Swallow. Exhale, melt when you're ready. Again, in your leg position and adjusting if necessary, can you melt or fold your body toward earth to calm your nervous system and to ground you? So maybe you're in Upavista, a wide angle with your legs. Maybe you're in legs extended in front, a ragdoll with bent legs. Maybe you're back in your bound angle, feet together, knees open. What's right? But wherever you're at, bow and melt. Release the tension from your upper body. Horsey lip your jaw. Maybe you're able to plug your fingers or palms into earth and just feel immensely grateful. And send that beautiful gratitude outward. There's gratitude that's not attached to anything else. There's a sense of gratitude that we have that just bubbles up sometimes. And it's like, almost if we were to rationally think about it, we'd be like, well, why am I grateful? There's so much pain, there's so much struggle. Let your mind stay away from that for now, and just whenever that authentic gratitude just bubbles up from somewhere, let yourself send it out to each person. Send it to your loved ones that are fearful. Send it to yourself. Send it to your neighbors. Send it to the earth, that authentic gratitude that pours out of somewhere. Sigh it out. And when you're ready to roll up through your spine, let it happen. If you need to stay longer pouring out gratitude from your heart, let it happen. One or two more breaths. And as you take your second breath or so, bring your spine to your long, neutral, tall spine. If your legs have been in any asana, any posture where you've been stretching, bring them in. And just take a minute to massage up and down the leg lines here. I had a teacher in Columbus when I went to college, and he was a Navajo gentleman. His name was Barry Landros Thomas, and he told us about the Navajo tradition of Hojo, and it means the beauty way, the blessing way. And it came about, this prayer came about from the beginning of the Navajo people's time on this planet, and it was their ability to say, no matter what was going on in life, I see the beauty before me and the beauty behind me, the beauty above me, the beauty below me. And let yourself just sit tall for a moment, breathing, or maybe lay down for a sec. But I want to share with you the story because it's so poignant at this time. And he said there was this time called the Long Walk for the Navajo people, and it was a long, long, long time ago, 1800s, and it was like the Trail of Tears for the Cherokee people. And as the Navajo were being relocated, they lost huge percentages of their people as they had to walk for a couple of weeks from one state to another. And they lost their elders and their children, of course, first, and their elders held most of the tradition and the story and the history. But as they walked, they were forbidden to pray, and they were forbidden to speak in their language. But as day after day went, and they were walking in freezing temperatures with little to no clothing on, they would stand up at dawn, usually, and you would hear them start to whisper, different people through the line, as people were falling down with illness or disease, and they would continue to yell, there is beauty before me, and there is beauty behind me, there is beauty above me, and there is beauty below me. There is beauty all around me, and there is beauty within me. For in beauty it is started, and in beauty it is finished. So use that if it helps today, any day. Inhale, deep breath. May we see that beauty all around us today and always as we practice metta. Okay, so with our legs out in front, inhale, reaching. As you exhale, a little twist, and we're going to start to get into the solar plexus. Inhale, center, exhale, twist. And we're going to bring in Uttara Bodhi Mudra. So it looks like a little Charlie's Angel. We used to play that, maybe some of us did as children. Exhale, inhale, center, exhale, twist. And what this helps us with, Uttara Bodhi, is I remember my partnership with the divine. I remember my partnership with the divine. And I see my life in a whole new light. So we're going to use these HA exhalations as we twist. Now, maybe you can lean forward between your legs more and exhale, lean back a little bit further. That's your call. I remember my partnership with the divine in case I've gotten lost in fear, in case I've gotten lost in the projection of separation. I remember my partnership with the divine, with the universe, and I see my life in a whole new light. So now, if you like, you can start to lift the leg you're twisting toward, if you would like, and exhale anything that has kept you from seeing the beauty. And I want you to think about, again, those groups of people, maybe that have really encountered a lot of hardship, and those that are so tremendously strong, and they can stand up and they can say, there is beauty before me, there's beauty behind me, there's beauty above, there's beauty all around. Beauty, it is started, beauty, it is finished. And can we feel that? That's where that authentic gratitude that comes from. Stay strong. So we're in Manipura center of the solar plexus, self-worth, self-value, self-esteem, the element of fire. A few more, just cleaning house. Okay, now you twist to one side. You choose, can you sit really tall or even lean back to challenge the core, as long as this feels supported in your low back. Reaching both hands to that corner in Uttara Bodhi, or put one hand on the earth behind you as you reach across. If you have a feeling of being stronger in your core today, you might lift both feet up in a version of Navasana boat pose and breathe. Breathe and feel your center and your strength. And just think about resiliency. The solar plexus is also our resiliency, and how the solar plexus marries to our spine, being able to bend and not break. Just be present with that. And then maybe you can release it forward, melt over. Round your spine, release your head weight. Force you lift your jaw. Take a couple just movements of your spine, maybe over your legs. I'm just allowing myself to lift and lower my chest and move the back. And maybe you can walk your arms and hands one way or the other, or overhead, lateral stretching, just to feel the sides of your back open for a moment before we reverse that little core twist. So we have Muladhara, the earth, holding us and ensuring of our safety, security today. We're all safe. We have Svadhisthana, the sacrum that we worked a lot with our Baddha Konasana and our wide angle. Element of water, creativity, limitless solutions. We are all limitless, we are all free. And we have our Manipura, our solar plexus, our strength. We're all strong, we're all safe, we're all protected today and always. So we're gonna let ourselves lengthen back up. I have my little Uttara Bodhi Mudra here. Reaching in front, I'm gonna take my twist to the opposite side. I can stay just like this, sitting tall, knees bent, or I can lean it back. I could support myself with one hand on the earth behind, could lift up one leg or not, or maybe some of you at home want to lift up both feet and legs. Stay up on your sits bones, feel this navel drawing toward the spine, breathe. Deep breath here in our Prasarita Navasana, a little twisted boat, wherever we're at. And again, it can be feet on the earth, remember that. Resiliency. Let us all be resilient. Feel those guides present with you on either shoulder, all around you, filling your space with protection, and filling the space of your loved ones with a shield of protection. Feeling the neighbors, your homes of your neighbors filled with a space of protection all the way across this planet. Bubbles of protection. Asking our guides again today to communicate from one another's high self to high self. Beautiful. When you need to release, please do so. I know that was pretty intense, probably. Release, melt. Take some spinal movement, lateral side stretches, sweeping forward, spiraling around. I love to do the big spinal spiral all the way around. Deep breath. Deep breath. Good, and then we're going to guide ourselves over to our hands and our knees in a moment. So take your time to get there. A little bit of cat-cow action, then a little bit of some child's pose balasana. So you set yourself up in your comfortable table. You could be on your hands or your elbows and your knees. Inhale, sway your spine. Enjoy the opening of the back. Exhale, round, drop your head weight. Now, whatever parts of you are touching the earth right now, ground down through them. Push the energy out through them. And just think again, today may we all be at peace. Send it through the earth, everybody. Today may we all be at peace. Today may we all be happy. Today, may we all be safe. Inhale as you sway, exhale round. Today, may we all be protected. Today, may we awaken to the light of our own true nature. Today, may we all be free. Free from fear, free. Good. Let yourself find neutral tabletop. Before we head into earth a little bit more, reach one arm up to the sky, unfurl your wing, a little twist. So we're here with our Manipura, our solar plexus, as well as now Anahata, the heart center. Exhale, melt. So inhale, peel one arm up. Exhale, melt it back to the earth. Even if you're on your elbow, that's perfect. Inhale, one arm up. Exhale. Now, pass to your guides. I always see this as passing off my worries and fears to those guides that are on either one of your shoulders. Pass off the projected fear that you've gathered up and held all night. Pass off the projected worry. Pass off the sense of separation. And just keep thinking, today may I be at peace. Today may I be at peace. Today may I be happy. Today may I be safe. May I awaken to my own true nature. Today may I be free. Taking one more on either side as you pass off anything heavy. And then as you exhale, allow yourself to settle it back to child's pose, arms out long if you like. You might feel the need for lateral spinal stretch, so you might walk your hands side to side. You might keep your arms just out in front. Or some of us might need more of a restorative child's pose, balasana, so you might make a pillow with our forearms stacked and let the forehead rest. Deep breath now. Beautiful breath. Beautiful deep breath. Fill your low belly with the breath. Feel the sides of your waist expand with the breath. Feel the low back expand with the breath. And exhale completely. May we feel our guides communicating for us from one's high self to one's high self today. And may that grow, may that blossom in a more beautiful direction as we head toward the future. But just for this moment, may we all know peace. Allow yourself to begin to climb out to just a Sphinx pose as you feel ready to move. And one of the best ways to kind of set up for Sphinx pose is, as you're on your belly, bring your upper body very close to the earth. Your forearms are down on the earth. Plug the pubic bone down into the earth. And then feel like with your fingers and forearms that you're dragging or lengthening your torso forward first, out through the crown of your head, and then lengthen upwards. So now you've created traction in the lumbar spine, and just breathe here. Palms can be down, palms can be up, but bring the breath all around your waist, back, belly. Breathe. Soften your jaw. Let yourself explore looking over one shoulder or the other if that feels good in your body. You could even play with bending one knee, looking at your foot, circling your ankle, nurturing those joints. Going the other way, bending a knee, circling an ankle. Keep your jaw relaxed. And again, you're working with wherever you're at today. Play with too, centering your torso and working with like the hydraulics of the shoulders. So you could shrug and release the head, shrug the shoulders up, and then press down into the earth, lengthen and push the shoulders away from the ears. So you might exhale and melt toward the ground, bowing the head, and inhale, press down, lift up. So this is so great for not only the spine and nurturing, healing the back, but this is also great for helping support our kidneys and adrenals that have been probably on overdrive for a lot of us, and we're not even aware of it, as we've been gathering up and holding so much collective fear, collective worry, and we're just letting those kidneys and adrenals catch a break here. A couple more breaths. For today, may we all be at peace, may we all be safe, may we all be protected. For today, may we all be happy, may we all awaken to the light of our own true nature, and for today, may we all be free. Good. Now, allow yourself, if you can, to start to, I'm pulling my elbows back a little bit more toward my navel, and I'm curling under my back, and I'm coming up onto my knees. So now I'm in a kneeling plank on my forearms. So if that feels okay to you, go here. If you'd rather just rest, lay on your belly or go to child's pose, do what you need. But a little bit more Manipura activation of the solar plexus. If you'd like to, you could also curl your toes under into full elbow plank. Deep breath, just for about 5 breaths or so. Deep breath, feeling your strength, stabilizing your core. We are safe, we are protected. Head's in line with the spine, so the head's not dangling toward the earth. And after that 5th breath or so, place your knees back on the earth. Stretch out long. I'm kind of in an extended puppy dog or anahatasana, the heart opening pose, where my hips are high like a child's pose, but they're off my heels, pressing my chest toward the earth, lengthening the arms out long. Take just a couple more breaths there, wherever you're exploring. Anahatasana, the heart opening pose. The element of air is in the heart. The element of forgiveness, self-compassion, metta, loving kindness. Good. Walk your hands back in as you're ready. Round your spine like a Halloween cat. Glide and shift your weight forward and back for a moment. And then as you feel ready to do so, come into downward facing dog, lifting up your hips. And then explore dog. So you might stay up on the balls of the feet with the knees bent. You might swivel your knees one way or the other to open your back. Let your head weight hang. You might walk your dog. Horsey lift that jaw out. Deep breath, sigh it out, everybody. Clear out. Feel your guides helping clear and filter you out. Maybe you want to leg up in the air, maybe not. Just do what feels right to you as you're opening up nooks and crannies where you feel you have that availability to express. Let yourself go there. Eventually, find your ragdoll. Bent leg, forward fold. Sway or swing your body, nod your head. Deep breath in and out. Sway, dangle, nod, whatever you need. Take a lion's breath out through the mouth, tongue out and down, or take a horsey lip.
clear out the heaviness that we may have been buried under, wrapped up in. Roll it on up through the spine when you're ready, only when you're ready. Finding your mountain pose. So in your mountain pose, spreading your toes so you feel the sensation of each toe touching the earth, feeling the connection down through the balls of the feet, the heels. My knees are slightly bent. You choose the width that you'd like your feet to be separated. First, I always love to touch my fingertips together in mountain pose, but I'm also going to share with you one other gesture that helps to enhance the message of the metta prayer. So first work with Hakini Mudra though, touching your fingertips together. Helps to feel a sense of balance and ease. Deep breath in and out. Hakini gesture also helps to activate the upper chakra centers, crown, third eye, heart, even some solar plexus. Breathe deep. Relax your jaw. Good. Just feel yourself pressing down through the feet, and as you press down through the feet, press down safety. Feel like you're sharing safety with anyone who walks across your path today. Feel like you're sharing protection with anyone who walks across your path today. Feel like you're sharing peace with anyone who walks across your path today as you push down through your feet. Contract your root lock now. Feel like you're sharing awakening. Feel like you're sharing loving kindness with anyone who walks across your path today. And feel like you're sharing freedom with anyone who walks across your path today. Now from the Sakini gesture, I'm going to share with you this next one. It's the Shakti Mudra. So you're going to allow yourself to crumble in your middle finger, index finger, and thumb in just a minute. So I put my thumbs down first, and then I let those other two fingers crumble in, and we keep the ring and the pinkies together. So it looks like this. So my thumb has curled down, and then I let my middle and index finger melt over the thumb, and then we have the ring and the pinky extended in the Shakti Mudra. So allow yourself to hold this here for a moment. As we do, we're going to let ourselves close the eyes. Again, shift the weight side to side. If you can do this with eyes closed, that's wonderful. If you need to keep them open, that's perfect as well. Take a couple breaths in and out. So this mudra, Shakti Mudra, helps to enhance the message of the metta prayer. It goes back to that affirmation, silence, peace, and harmony fill me. Silence, peace, harmony fills me. Can you just feel that energy? Silence, peace, and harmony fills me now and always. Take 3 deep breaths. Hear the sound of your breath before we shift again. Beautiful. We're going to take this to an exercise that works from our roots up to our heart as well as the throat center. So this next exercise is balance roots, sacrum, solar plexus, heart, throat, and then also we're going to get that connection to one another, so going up into this third eye and the crown too. We're going to start with our hands here at prayer, the heart center. I like to do this in my own space facing a bright window. So if you do have that option to face something light,
let yourself face a window that has some light pouring into it. And what you're going to allow for is from mountain with hands at prayer. You're going to let yourself step off to a little warrior lunge, and the palms face upward, and you're going to step it back to center. And you're going to alternate off to the other side and then palm center. And we say an AH sound, like ah, anytime you step off, ah, and you inhale center. And then what you want to also explore is bringing your prayer hands to not only the heart, but eventually bringing prayer hands up to your lips, speaking peace, speaking beauty, and eventually bringing hands up to your third eye, thinking peace, thinking beauty, dreaming peace, dreaming beauty. Inhale. Let it begin as you're ready. It's called Dancing Warrior from Tibetan Yoga. And I love to think of this, or do this when I am doing metta prayer. Today may we all be at peace, sending that out. May we all be safe. Today may we all be happy. Today may we all be protected. Today may we all awaken to the light of our own true nature. Today may we all be healthy. And today may we all be free. Two more if you can. Now as you step off, one more time, just hold your little warrior two. So I'm stepped out to my front left diagonal. I'm going to let my palms face up. My right toes are turned in slightly. My left arm forward, my right arm's back. Inhale, deep breath in. Exhale. Just feel each toe connecting with earth, pressing down through the balls of the feet, the heels. Breathe up deeply as you exhale. Can you contract the pelvic floor, sealing off the root lock? Soften your jaw. As you inhale, touch your right hand to the back of your right thigh. Reach your left arm up. Stretch open the left side body, left side of the rib cage. Take a few breaths here. Some of you might feel safe and secure with pulsing slightly in your front leg. Little knee, bend and extend, only if that feels safe. Soften your neck, face, jaw, shoulder. So you reach to the sky. I'd love for you just to think of your guides reaching to the sky with you and also grounding you into earth at the same time. Freedom, and then let yourself melt. If it's safe in your body, bring your elbow to your front quad, left elbow to left quad, reach your right arm up. Breathe here. Maybe you can even bring your right arm over your ear or explore the sky, paint the sky with your right arm or with your right bird wing. You might make an elbow bent. That's sometimes even more safe for your shoulder if you feel your shoulder popping. Do any exploration here as we're working through Anahata, the heart center, the element of air, forgiveness, compassion, loving kindness, metta. And we're working through our throat center with the breath, Vishuddha, the space, the expression, the listening. Some of you might like to opt to take this to triangle pose, extending your front leg. If that feels safe, grabbing onto your shin bone, ankle, block, floor, breathe. Relax your jaw, everybody. Deep breath. Nice breath. Opening up this root connection through our strong leg lines, our open leg lines. We are all safe and protected today and always. Bend the left leg if you straightened it to triangle. I love to climb up, my hands on my quad to stand up.
Just take a moment, clasp your hands behind you. So right now, I'm to my front left corner, my left leg still bent. My shoulders are square to that left corner, my hips are square. I'm going to interlace my hands behind my back and lift my heart center up. And just feel that opening. You might hold a strap or a dish towel between your hands if you need that help. Open up your heart, everybody. Open up your jaw as you exhale. And just feeling our guides as they communicate from our higher consciousness, from our own true nature. Feel them exhaling and neutralizing, melting the sense of separation and fear between us all. Trust, safety, protection. Trust as you exhale, if it feels right, bow forward over that front leg. You can put your hands on your quad again and freeze there. You could melt your spine over, rounding. You could keep your hands clasped in yoga mudra over the leg. Give your head a little nod. Horsey lip that jaw. Humble warrior. And then let yourself eventually again climb up the front quadricep. And then you might be able to push off the left foot and step it back to mountain, or just gradually walk your feet again in toward each other. Finding mountain. Back to mountain, spreading our toes, soft knees. If you feel the urge to shake out your legs or feet, let it happen. And we're going to find our mantra of I am silence, I am harmony, I am peace in this moment. Silence, harmony, and peace fill my being. Silence, harmony, and peace fill my being. So standing with your toes plugged in, balls of the feet, heels plugged in. Can you imagine that this silence, harmony, and peace now is being poured into you through your crown, through your third eye. It washes down through the container of your torso, all the way down through the torso, glutes, legs, and into your feet. Your guides pour down in each of us. Right now you start with yourself, washing silence, harmony, and peace through you, through your loved ones, through your neighbors. Silence, peace, and harmony through your neighbors, and then outward through humanity. Silence, peace, and harmony. And then we're going to take one more breath here. Silence, peace, and harmony fill my being. Stepping off to our right corner or the opposite corner. Now, I'm in my front diagonal with my right foot. I'm going to pour my arms out to warrior two with my palms up. So my right arm is forward, my left arm is back. My left foot's angled, toes forward toward my right. Good, just holding warrior two here for a moment. Breathe deep. Palms open to receive. And that right knee, making sure it's aligning towards your second or third toe so the right knee isn't rolling in. Now, gaze over the right hand, the right palm, and I want you to think about, I mentioned earlier, that Navajo prayer. No matter what was happening in the lives of those people, the elders, the leaders would stand up and say, there is beauty before me, there is beauty behind me, there is beauty above me, there's beauty below me, there's beauty all around me, there's beauty within me. I will practice speaking, thinking, and performing acts of beauty. For in beauty it was started, and in beauty it is finished. Bring your left hand to your left thigh and inhale, reach your right arm up to the sky. And just open up your right side body, right rib cage. Deep breath. You can wave that arm around a little bit up there, circle your wrist if you want. And just see now too, as you reach up to the sky, your guides are reaching up with you, and you're also in this beautiful protected bubble. See it, this bubble around your protection and around your loved ones and around your neighbors and around all of humanity. As you exhale, take the right elbow to the right quadricep. Reach the left arm to the sky. Again, you might be scooching your back foot back a little bit or your right foot forward a little bit, 90 degrees in the front leg. With the left arm, it can move around and paint the sky above you. Or you might find that little bird wing and bend your left elbow and explore any of that movement in your shoulder. What feels good here? Breathe it out. We're in modified triangle. Deep breath. We're just creating space to be even a more, I don't know what the word is, a container for more peace, more metta, more loving kindness, more feeling of safety, security, and trust. Good. If you would like to straighten the bottom leg into full triangle pose if you have that in yourself, and you might hold your hand on the thigh, the shin bone, the ankle, the block, and again explore how you'd like with the left top arm looking toward the front wall or the floor, the ceiling. What does that top arm want to do? Breathe deep around your low belly and sides of your waist now. Find the breath, soften your jaw, relax your tongue. Beautiful container of metta, loving kindness for yourself first. Good, and then bend that front leg as you're ready. I'm climbing up my right leg. I'm squaring my shoulders and my hips and my rib cage to the front right corner. So I can clasp my hands behind me and open up my heart. I'm just gonna let my heart lift toward the sky a little bit, looking to where the ceiling meets the wall. My right knee is bending at a 90-degree angle, knee going towards second or third toe. Soften the jaw. Anahata Virabhadrasana or Virabhadrasana, Anahata, warrior of the heart. As you exhale, we'll let ourselves bow over. So you could unclasp your hands and bring your hands back to your front thigh and round over. And inhale, undulate up, exhale over. You could just stay over. Or you could yoga mudra, clasp your hands behind you and let them lift toward the sky. Let your head weight release. Horsey, lift your jaw. Feel your angel wings unfurling from your back between your shoulder blades. And when you feel ready to come back up, again, climb up your front thigh when you're ready. And now you might decide to tactfully step your feet carefully back toward each other, or bend the front knee a little bit more and push off back to your mountain. Shake out the feet and legs. Standing, playing with our standing, cleansing, clearing breath. So what we're going to do right now is take our palms out to our sides. So my palms are just kind of facing. This is the same breathing pattern we did when we were seated. You're going to take your feet a little bit wider. Knees are soft. Inhale to one corner, exhale to the other. And you're going to create as much of a twist as you like, but you want to honor your back. And you're thinking about exhaling from the mouth to one corner, inhaling through the nose to the other. And with your palms, you might turn them outward now and beam. May we all neutralize and wash away the fear, the worry, the projected thought that keeps us separate. May it all be scrubbed and neutralized, feeling your guides and guardians helping to do this with us right now.
Wherever you've been wounded or hurt or fearful, let light wash through. We're going to reverse it. Inhale to the other side, exhale to the opposite corner. Wherever you've been wounded or hurt, let the light wash through. When you've gathered up fears, anger, and worry for your loved ones, let the light wash through. When you've taken in too much noise, let the light wash through. Ground your feet. Contract your pelvic floor. 3 more. Contract the floor of the pelvis here. And then inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, melt. Strong, grounded, rooted toes, feet, pelvic floor contracted. Soft jaw. Inhale, shrug your shoulders upward. Exhale, roll them down and back. Palms facing out at your sides. Beam from your center of self, who is so firmly rooted right now. Beaming outward. May we be at peace. Starting with the self, your loved ones, your neighbors, then branching out to neighbors, humanity. May we be at peace. May we be happy. May we be safe. May we be protected. May we be healthy. May we awaken to the light of our own true nature. May we be free. Feel your guides all reaching out, connecting to one another. Let your arms float outward. Feel your guides lifting up into light. Anything heavy, anything icky, gooey, fear-based, anger-based, letting it all lift upward, turning it into light. They all take it from our hands. As you exhale, melt and sigh. Going into, again, Vishuddha movement for the throat. Just take half circles of your head here for a second. Half circles, chin drops down, ear over the shoulder. Chin drops down, opposite ear over opposite shoulder. And as you do this, I love to have my eyes closed as I'm connecting to the Ajna Chakra, third eye, intuition. And when I bring my ear over my shoulder, I see which loved one or angel or guide is there. And when I bring my ear over the other shoulder, I look up into the face of the other being who's there. So I would love for you to just see who's there, who's smiling at you, who is here, who is telling you it's okay. And then if you like, circle your head or take any other gentle head movements that feel right, tipping, turning, massaging your neck. We are not separate, and we are not alone, and we are not separate from spirit and divinity through all of this. And we all carry each other along through this journey. There is no separation. Good. Take your shoulders, circle them back. We're going to come into cleansing, clearing Vishuddha, and then taking one Ajna Sahasrara opener before Shavasana. Horsey lift the jaw. And just, again, eyes closed, do you still sense that one person whose face you looked up at on the right side and the other whose you looked up at on the left side? Good. Wide legs now, turning out our toes. So, first undulation here. Actually, let your toes face just a bit forward so our feet are almost a little parallel here. Our feet are right across from each other in the wide stance. I'm holding my hands on the front of my thighs and hips. Inhale, lifting my heart center. clearing the chakras. Exhale, we're gonna lion's breath out, undulate. I bend my knees, undulate forward. Inhale, roll it up. Inhale, go in. Lion's breath, getting Vishuddha, our communication and listening center, cleared out. If you've been listening to way too much noise, let's clear it. If we've been stuck in our own limits, let's clear it. Speaking our own fears, our own negative sorcery, can we clear it? Now, some of you might feel inspired to go back to Yoga Mudra. If you want to clasp your hands, opening up the heart a little bit more. And those of you that might like more third eye opening, if you bring your arms in front, cross your arms like an X, and then bring the backs of your forearms together or interlace your hands. We have a Garuda Mudra variation. We can also exhale forward. That does the back of the heart as well, but connects us with the third eye center and crown. You can go couple more. Clear house. Safety, security, protection, love, peace. If you're doing Garuda, open your arms and eventually reverse the cross or reverse the X. Two more breaths. When you roll up through your spine, contract the pelvic floor when you push down into the earth. And then wherever you're at, the next time you roll up, open your arms like a wide embrace. Turn your toes out. And then exhale. Sink to a temple, bent knee position. Just hold here for a moment. So you can choose how much you'd like to bend the knees. Just feel strong grounding. I'm just doing a slight knee bend. All I'm looking for is a sense of stability, strength. I'm not trying to like really sit into it where I get shaky. I want to feel a strong, stable calmness through my low body, feet, legs. Knees are open, inner thighs engaged, glutes engaged. Tailbone is hanging straight down so there's no swaying of the low back. Palms open to receive and give on this day. May we be at peace together. May we be happy together. May we be safe together. May we be protected together. May we be strong together. May we be healthy. May we awaken to the light of our own true nature together. May we be free together. Inhale, lengthening up. Exhale, melt. Step the feet in. Shake it out. A brief balance on either side, just again to integrate and map up and out through the third eye and crown center. So finding mountain. Would you like to do a tree pose today? Maybe we can think of a human family tree. So if you would like that, you could start in shrub. I have my right heel propped on the inside of my left ankle. You could be a shrub. You could be a little tree with the right foot on the inside of the left calf muscle. It could be a bigger tree, putting your foot above your knee, right in the inner thigh. So we're never pushing our foot into the knee joint. And we're always going to take a focal point for our eyes and connect with our breath. I love to keep my hands in the Hakini Mudra till I feel stable. Hakini Mudra helps strengthen the connection between the hemispheres of the brain, so it helps with physical balance. In any way you want to grow your branches, you can let that happen. But again, see this as you breathe. Your strong, stable base within yourself, your peace, your harmony, your silence or calm, and see it then for your loved ones, and see it for your neighbors as our tree gets bigger and bigger and our roots connect further out, and see it for all of humanity, and see it for the people in pain, and see it for the people who are not in pain.
peace, calm, stillness, harmony. As you exhale, let it melt. Shift your weight. Center, breathe deep. Cleansing breath, sighing. Vrikshasana, the tree pose, as we head back to the opposite leg. When you're ready, it starts by shifting the weight and then choosing if you want a shrub or a bigger tree. I love Hakini fingers, Hakini hands to help with balance. Eyes focused on one point. Going to a shrub or a little tree if you like on the inner calf muscle, or taking the foot above the knee joint to the inner thigh, pressing equal pressure between inner thigh and foot. Breathing, softening shoulders, face, jaw, deep belly breath. Blossoming, growing branches any way they want to grow. So all balance postures help to work and balance ajna, the third eye center, our center of intuition, our visualization, our dreaming, our imagining, our ability to imagine, our trusting of our guts and ourself, our inner voice, inner teacher. Feel all of our inner teachers gathering and praying for peace right now. All of our inner teachers gathering and sending out protection to all corners of the earth and the universe. All of our inner teachers praying for safety and harmony. Feel yourself becoming all of this. Deep breath. And when you need to release, if you haven't yet, plant your feet, melt your arms. Inhale, shrug your shoulders. Roll them back, exhale. Do a few more of those breaths, just opening your jaw like a lion roaring. Inhale, shoulders up, exhale. Feel like we're roaring out peace. It's almost like an oxymoron, right? Inhale, but exhale. Peace. Shanti. One more. Good. We're going to take ourselves back into Mama Earth, but I want to show you one way you could get there. I'm taking my legs really wide, and I've just gone sideways on my mat to do so. And I'm going to bend my knees, and my legs are wide, and my feet are pointing forward. But I'm just going to let myself kind of feel my hips rock side to side. And you could angle your toes out a little bit, and then you feel one knee bend and the opposite leg straighten. And you could take the side to side. You could keep your hands up on your thighs high if you would like. So I'll show you this facing you too. So it could be here. You could be low. And some of my friends at home, you might have that comfortable level where you can squat on one knee and leg on the ball of the foot, and the opposite knee faces the sky. And you might like ninja lunge it side to side. So if that's something that's in your repertoire, you can practice it. But again, we can also be way up here on our thighs and just shifting, breathing deep, stretching the inner groin, hip, thigh. Walking your arms out in front. You could also just have bent knees equally, like a squat. Walking your arms and hands one way or the other to open up your back. Take a couple breaths wherever you're working. Let your neck and jaw relax. Good, and then when you're ready, I'm bringing my hands to the mat, just walking my feet in. You could go to down dog and explore that, or dolphin on your elbows, bringing the energy toward the crown of your head. Sahasrara. Horsey lip. You could also go to child's pose at any time. Just take a moment to kind of follow your body to the earth in a way that feels right for you.
as you're starting to come to earth, to sit or lay down, just take a moment to work with any other parts that are speaking to you. Neck, shoulders, jaw, you might massage. Good, but eventually, if you feel like you're going to head into a Shavasana or a restorative relaxation for full body integration and activation of also the crown chakra, Sahasrara, you might let yourself, as you lie down, take any other movements that feel good in your back, little twists, dropping your knees side to side, or windshield wiper in your legs, or any other stretches. Breathe deep, like happy babies, always beautiful. Any other hip openers, crossing an ankle over a knee, getting into that sciatic area. So make this last piece your own, your yogi's choice. That's where we're also connecting to Ajna chakra, the third eye center. Relax your jaw. Third eye center is also about knowing what you need. The heart and the third eye really help us with that. So does the root. But knowing what we need in any given moment and honoring what the physical body is in need of. So listening to yourself. And if you know you're just in need of laying down, that's perfect. If you want to elevate your hips on a cushion, blanket, or block before you rest, you can do that too. Take a couple more breaths wherever you are practicing. Good. And remember that as you're setting up for any final relaxation or meditation, that you can prop yourself in any comfortable pose that feels right. If you're choosing to lie down, you could be on your side, your belly, your back, and you could be propping under your chest to open your heart, or under your knees, your hips. Use blankets, use cushions, make yourself a nest. You also have the option to sit up and meditate. All will help to open up the crown center and to fully integrate all of the chakras. Breathe deep. So as you find your comfortable resting position, I'm just going to work with one last little bit of a meditation. So again, metta means loving kindness and compassion. Can we allow ourselves as we rest to first feel the connection to metta, or loving kindness, compassion, through our inhalation. And the metta comes in on the rays of sun and on the shared collective breath. The metta comes in. And as we breathe in that metta, feel yourself soften through the body wherever you're holding tightness. So do you feel tension around your forehead or your jaw, your temples? If so, take another breath and let that light, that metta, that loving kindness, safety, protection, and joy, let it wash the tension away from your face, where we've been yelling or crying or fearful. Let the metta wash down through your neck and your shoulders, where we've been under pressure, where we've been on defense. If we've been on defense, let's allow that metta to soften. Let our arms, hands, fingers soften with metta. Let the space of the heart center fill with breath, and any tension we're holding around the chest and the rib cage, let it soften. We've been bracing ourselves or waiting for the other shoe to drop. Let metta in, let it soften. Let metta into the back space around your upper back, shoulders, shoulder blades, middle back, lower spine, sacrum. Let metta into wherever you have been fearfully bracing yourself. Let it soften. Let your sacrum and pelvis receive metta. Wherever you've been doubting, running in fear or worry within yourself, or being overly critical and judgmental of yourself, being insecure, or feeling a lack of trust in yourself or humanity, let metta in. Let metta into the belly, where we're holding tension, fear, worry, churning, anxiety. Breathe that wave of metta through the body. Let the metta dance down through your leg lines. Metta is, again, not only loving kindness and compassion, but it's like the innocent blindness that children have, where they just will run toward one another and love on one another because it's another life. And let that run through your legs. And we feel that excitement for connection, for celebration together that our higher self knows about. We feel it moving through our feet and our legs, wherever we've been feeling the heaviness of life. Let it dance through the hips, the knees, the ankles, the feet, the toes. Let a sense of laughter come back, like innocent laughter of children, through the body as we feel metta, loving kindness, compassion, acceptance. And together, we say today, may we be at peace together. May we be at peace. May we be happy. May we be safe. May we be protected. May we be healthy. May we awaken to the light of our own true nature. May we be free. And feel those inner children laughing and playing in the sun. No separation. Our guides and guardians holding a bubble of protection and safety. Communicating to the higher selves of one another. To exhale the illusion of separation and fear. To feel Mother Earth pumping safety and security, stability up through all of us, that we may see clearly. That we may love freely. That we may remember, as Khalil Gibran wrote, that we all carry one another with us every day, every moment. As you feel ready to begin to deepen your breath, let the breath come back in gently. Swallow. And maybe some of that authentic gratitude begins to well up from somewhere within. And if it does, just let it wash through you. Wiggling toes or fingers or stretching the body in any way that might feel good. And eventually you might roll to rest on one side and take a few breaths there before you come up to a comfortable seat. But you can work your way up to a final resting position or seated position in your own time. If you need to stay longer to rest today, you can take as long as you want in your Shavasana. Make it your own. But as you find your way to comfortable seat, if that speaks to you, we'll bring our hands in the gesture of the sacred eagle over the heart. So we'll press one palm into the chest and we'll stack the other on top, spreading our fingers. Anxiety reducing gesture. Bowing the head. Huge breath in, and as you exhale, so much gratitude to yourself for practicing this self-care, for practicing authentic grounding and connection. And again, may we be at peace, all of us, starting in ourselves. May we be at peace. May we be happy. May we be safe. May we be protected. Feel your guides participating in this, sending that protection out. May we be healthy. May we awaken to the light of our own true nature. And may we be free. Inhale, reaching to the sky, into that freedom space. And as you exhale, the arms melt out and down, feeling yourself engulfed in the beauty of your life. Just remembering where that prayer came from in the Navajo tradition. Bringing your hands to prayer where people, as they were falling down in struggle and even in death, they would say, "It is beautiful before me, it is beautiful behind me, it is beautiful above me, it is beautiful below me. I practice speaking, thinking, and performing acts of beauty. It is beautiful all around me, and it is beautiful within me. For in beauty it was started, and in beauty it is finished. In beauty it is finished." And I thank you all so very much for practicing with me this morning. Namaste. Thank you. Have a beautiful Sunday.